Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Herbert and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On first down, Purdy.
And right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Purdy's throw complete there to McLeod.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 4 catches, 56 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
George Pickens, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 12.
Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That play there, that reminds me me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
49.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
You.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 21-0 our score after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Boy, as we look down on the field, you can just see how a play like that changes momentum. Look, one side hooting and hollering, getting the big block, and the other side obviously dejected.
And since you mentioned momentum, few plays can change momentum as quickly as a blocked field goal. Big time play there. Now let's see if they can capitalize on it and turn the fortunes in their direction.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
A touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got him as Ayuk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
A very solid gain of 27. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check. 49.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They go play action here. Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod from 13 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert operating from the red zone. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
after him, and they tighten down on the receivers and force the incompletion.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's second down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. James Conner, a big game. 2 touchdowns there. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Robbie Anderson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Damian Harris.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to pile that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Patterson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, it's Walker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And returnable. That's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike, 50.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Well, Pickens pulls it in. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Straight ahead, Walker. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Again, it's Walker. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to keep this again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Tackles, tackles. Hey, 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 hey. 50 to Mike.
Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And San Francisco gets set to go here. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
No pain, no gain.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the give, this is their fullback. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 50. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Y'all not ready. 70 Timberwolves. Mike's 50. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Purdy. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Stop right there. Alert.
Back to throw, Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Purdy with one final shot here. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona